Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our Telegram channel given in the description to updates and study materials. Topic for today's quiz is Indian Politics Set 3. Question number 1. The position of the Prime Minister of India is superior to that of his counterpart in Britain because Option A. India is the biggest democracy. Option B. India has adopted the federal system. Option C. India has a written constitution. Option D. His office enjoys constitutional basis. The correct answer is Option D. His office enjoys constitutional basis. India is the largest democracy in the world. It is a sovereign socialist secular democratic republic. India has a parliamentary government where the country has both a president and a prime minister. In the parliamentary form of government, the president is the head of the state. The president is the first citizen of India and is the constitutional head, and the prime minister is the appointed head of the government. Question number 2. The nature of the anti-imperialist struggle was Option A. Always peaceful and constitutional. Option B. Initially constitutional and by large non-violent. Option C. Based on continuous armed resistance. Option D. Largely supported by foreign powers. The correct answer is Option B. Initially constitutional and by large non-violent. The struggle of a subject people to free itself from the yoke of foreign domination, however, is not based solely upon the antagonism between the interests of the native bourgeoisie and imperialism. The objective necessity for the progress of the entire people is the fundamental factor that gives occasion to this struggle. Question number 3. The members of Parliament can express themselves in the House in Option A. English only. Option B. Hindi only. Option C. English or Hindi. Option D. English, Hindi or mother tongue. The correct answer is Option D. English, Hindi or mother tongue. They can express themselves in English, Hindi or mother tongue. Question number 4. The oath of office is administered to the governor by the Option A. Chief Justice of India. Option B. President. Option C. Chief Justice of High Court. Option D. Speaker of Legislative Assembly. The correct answer is Option C. Chief Justice of High Court. Chief Justice of High Court or in his absence senior most judge of that court. President or some person appointed in that behalf by the President. President or some person appointed in that behalf by the President. Governor or some person appointed in that behalf by the Governor. Question number 5. The national flag was adopted by the Constituent Assembly of India on the 22nd of July 1947 and was presented to the nation at the midnight session of the Assembly on 14th of August 1947 on behalf of Option A. The minorities of India. Option B. The National Integration Council. Option C. The women of India. Option D. The people of India. The correct answer is Option C. The women of India. The national flag of India was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on the 22nd of July, 1947 and presented to the nation on behalf of the women of India at the midnight session of the Assembly on August 14, 1947. Question number 6. The President convenes and prorogues all sessions of Parliament in consultation with Option A. The Speaker. Option B. The Prime Minister. Option C. The Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition in Lok Sabha. Option D. None of the above. The correct answer is Option B. The Prime Minister. The President convenes and prorogues all sessions of Parliament in consultation with the Prime Minister. Question number 7. The preamble to our Constitution provided that India is Option A. A sovereign, socialist and democratic republic. Option B. A sovereign, socialist, secular and democratic republic. Option C. A sovereign republic with a socialist pattern of society. Option D. A socialist, secular and democratic republic. The correct answer is Option B. A sovereign, socialist, secular and democratic republic. The preamble proclaims the solemn resolution of the people of India to constitute India into a sovereign socialist secular democratic republic. The preamble was adopted with the Constitution in the Constituent Assembly. It came into effect in 1950 along with the Constitution. Question number 8. The minimum age required to become a member of Rajya Sabha is Option A. 21 years. Option B. 25 years. Option C. 30 years. Option D. 35 years. The correct answer is Option C. 30 years. The minimum age of 30 years was fixed for membership as against 25 years for the lower house. The element of dignity and prestige was added to the Council of State House by making the Vice President of India ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha who presides over its sittings. Question number 9. The President can be impeached for Option A. Violating the Constitution. Option B. Disregarding Parliament. Option C. For not taking the Prime Minister's advice. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is Option A. Violating the Constitution. Impeachable offences. The Constitution defines impeachment at the federal level and limits impeachment to the President, Vice President, and all civil officers of the United States who may be impeached and removed only for treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. Question number 10. The name of the union given in the Constitution is Option A. Hindustan or Bharatvarsha. Option B. India or Hindustan. Option C. India or Bharat. Option D. Bhartadesh or India. The correct answer is Option C. India or Bharat. Article 1 in the Constitution states that India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states. The territory of India shall consist of the territories of the states, the union territories and any territory that may be acquired. The names of the states and the unions have been described in the first schedule. Question number 11. The Nagaland state of India cannot be termed as a state because it lacks Option A. Sovereignty. Option B. Bicameral legislature. Option C. A high court exclusively of its own. Option D. None of the above. The correct answer is Option A. Sovereignty. The Nagaland state of India cannot be termed as a state because it lacks sovereignty. Question number 12. The preamble enshrines certain ideals that were first spelt out in Option A. The speech by Jawaharlal Nehru on the banks of Ravi when he called for Purana Swaraj. Option B. The Nehru Report. Option C. A resolution adopted at the Karachi session of the Indian National Congress. Option D. The Objectives Resolution adopted by the Constituent Assembly. The correct answer is Option D. The Objectives Resolution adopted by the Constituent Assembly. Objective resolution in simple sense. Direction given to Indian constitutional makers on the basis which it has to be written, that why it later became preamble of our constitution, which has a pet name identity card of the Indian Constitution. Question number 13. The members of the Standing Committee are taken from the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha in the ratio of Option A, 2 and 1 respectively. Option B, 3 and 1 respectively. Option C, 4 and 1 respectively. Option D, equal members for both the houses. The correct answer is Option A, 2 and 1 respectively. Each of these standing committees consists of not more than 45 members, 30 to be nominated by the Speaker from amongst the members of Lok Sabha and 15 to be nominated by the Chairman, Rajya Sabha from amongst the members of Rajya Sabha. Question number 14. The member of a state public service commission can be removed on the ground of misbehavior only after an inquiry has been conducted by the Option A, Supreme Court of India. Option B, High Court of the State. Option C, Committee appointed by the President. Option D, Committee appointed by the President. The correct answer is Option A, Supreme Court of India. The chairman or any other member of a public service commission shall only be removed from his office by order of the President on the ground of misbehavior after the Supreme Court, on reference being made to it by the President, has, on inquiry held in accordance with the procedure prescribed in that behalf under Article 145, reported that the chairman or such other member, as the case may be, ought on any such ground to be removed. Question number 15. The national anthem was written by Option A, Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Option B, Rabindranath Tagore. Option C, Sharat Chandra Chatterjee. Option D, Arvind Ghosh. The correct answer is Option B, Rabindranath Tagore. Vande Mataram, East, Vande Mataram, is a Bengali poem written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee in 1870s, which he included in his 1881 novel Anandamath. The poem was composed into song by Rabindranath Tagore. Question number 16. The phrase procedure established by the law means Option A, the judges in India cannot question the fairness or validity of a law, provided it is within the limits of the Constitution. Option B, judges in India can question the fairness or validity of an undue law even if it is within the limits of the Constitution. Option C, judges in India can declare a law invalid simply because in their opinion the law is not due or is unjust. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is Option A. The judges in India cannot question the fairness or validity of a law, provided it is within the limits of the Constitution. Indian Constitution, Article 21, Protection of Life and Personal Liberty. No person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. The expression procedure established by law means procedure laid down by statute or procedure prescribed by the law of the state. Question number 17. The Objectives Resolution was unanimously adopted by the Constituent Assembly on Option A, 22nd of January 1947. Option B, 26th of November 1946. Option C, 1st of October 1948. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is Option A, 22nd of January 1947. This resolution was unanimously adopted by the Constituent Assembly on the 22nd of January 1947. Late in the evening of 14th of August, 1947, the Assembly met in the Constitution Hall and at the stroke of midnight, took over as the Legislative Assembly of an independent India. Question number 18. The preamble declares India as a sovereign state, which implies Option A, India is free to conduct her internal affairs. Option B, India is free to conduct her external affairs. Option C. India is free to conduct her internal as well as external affairs. Option D. None of the above. The correct answer is Option C. India is free to conduct her internal as well as external affairs. The term sovereign from the preamble implies that India is its own supreme power and not a subject of any other state or country. The country is free from any kind or form of foreign interference in its domestic affairs. This is especially significant in the context of the modern system of nation-states. Question number 19. The Parliament works through committees which: Option A. Help the government in the formulation of policy. Option B. Exercise effective control over government on a regular and continuing basis. Option C. Ensure that the Parliament strictly adheres to the provision of the Constitution and the prescribed parliamentary procedure. Option D. Both A and B. The correct answer is Option B. Exercise effective control over government on a regular and continuing basis. The parliamentary committees are established to study and deal with various matters that cannot be directly handled by the legislature due to their volume. They also monitor the functioning of the executive branch. The parliamentary committees are of two kinds: standing or permanent committees and ad hoc committees. Question number 20. The Muslim League as a political party was founded in: Option A. 1906. Option B. 1909. Option C. 1915. Option D. 1919. The correct answer is Option A. 1906. The AMI conference in 1906, held at the Ehsan Manzil Palace of the Dhaka Nawab family, laid the foundation of the Muslim League. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now, link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.